Oh, welcome to welcome to another episode of Beer Fish Fanatics. Forgot to introduce. It happens. I might have had a beer before this. Sorry, guys. So this is Granny with Bob Pop Fishing. We have,
Kit with the Fishing Kit YouTube channel.
and today we have a special guest because I'm super excited here because we have a gentleman that's not even in the mainland. So this is going to be awesome because this is a gentleman by the name of Nick Morris. If you haven't seen his channel, you guys got to go check out Real Adventures Hawaii. He catches fish that us mainlanders and us central Midwesters never seen before. So you guys gotta go check his stuff out. It's pretty amazing, man. So thanks so much for joining us, Nick. Appreciate your time, sir.
Oh, glad to be here. Thanks for the invite.
All right. So today, just give a heads up. I'm drinking Carol IPA today. I haven't had a good IPA in a while. So it's a local brewery. They donated some beer to us to drink a while back. So I decided to grab one of these to drink. What are you drinking today, Kit?
I got a Peachtree Brewing Company. Get a little hazy. It's a hazy IPA. I mean, you guys know I love my IPAs.
Yeah, we're a bunch of IPA guys. Was it IPA heads or I don't know, hop heads or something like that. So, what do you got, Nick?
I'm drinking a Honolulu Beer Works, a Kiwalo Cream Ale.
Man, all right, That's it. Next time I'm in Hawaii, I gotta
It's
go try
good.
that.
It's super good.
Man, I'm gonna.
Because of you guys, I've been listening to you guys for a while now. Because of you guys, I was like, I gotta try more IPAs. I was like, oh man, it's a little hoppy. There's a couple I like, but it's weird. Like you have to be in the mood for it. It's different.
Yeah.
You gotta get used to it, I guess.
You know what I recommend? If anybody's looking to get into IPAs, start out with like Fishing Kit has like a hazy IPA or session IPA, which is not completely super hoppy, and then drink it on like a super hot day because you're like, you know
A
how
super hot day.
yeah, because you're so
Yeah.
thirsty. You're like, and then you drink like, oh, it's
Get
badass.
slaughtered.
Yeah. cheers, brother.
Cheers.
Oh yeah, it's hoppy. Oh, that's good. All right, man. So, yeah, man, this is I've been reaching out to Nick. I've been watching his channel a lot in the past couple months. And I wanted to get you on because, like I said, we don't see the type of fish you catch here, obviously, because you guys
Yeah.
you're in the ocean, you're an island out there. So tell me, I'm curious. If I were to visit you right now, me and Fishing Kate, like we're gonna go to Hawaii. Let's go fish real quick, right? What are you gonna take us to go fish for?
Right now, there's a lot of skipjack right now.
What is
And
that?
it's like a tuna. It's a type of tuna. It's weird, like because all over the continental United States, wherever they catch them, it's a rubbish fish. Nobody wants to deal with it. In Hawaii, we look at it as like a really good eating fish. We eat sashimi with it, poke with it. But in the mainland, you tell Florida guys, they're like, I don't want nothing to do with that fish. But
Is it
there,
is it bait here? Do they use that as bait in the mainland?
you
Because I've
you
heard
can
of
use it for bait,
skipjack.
yeah. That's exactly what it is. You can use it for bait. It's a guys don't like it because it's more on the fishy side, but it's a really firm type of meat. As long as you cut out the bloodline, it's good eating. But there's lots of that right now, and lots of mahi mahi right now. You guys know what that is, right? Lots of
Yeah,
mahi mahi right
yeah,
now,
Mm-hmm.
and
yeah.
lots of striped marlin right now. A ton of striped marlin right now.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
they get about about 150, 200 pounds, but there's a ton of them right now.
Like in your last video, you caught I think like 5 different species. If you catch 5 species at a lake in Iowa, that's like a grand slam.
So it's weird. Like I heard you guys talking with the I guess the DLNR guy the other week, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
And there's all kind of regulations with like all kind of bag limits, all kind of stuff, right? For us, we don't really have that kind of stuff over here with like bag limits and crazy stuff. There's bag limit, there's like size limits and open season for certain fish, but pretty much everything's open game. Knock yourself out.
Mm.
Man,
Yeah,
really?
that was a big cooler too, man.
Yeah.
There's so much fish.
You know, we're
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
dude, that's pretty. Yeah, you know what? I didn't even think about that. I mean, you are in the ocean. It's kind of hard for them. Is it because they just don't want to regulate it, or is it?
Honestly, there's a pretty good amount of fish here, but there's
Yeah.
certain species where people really target them,
Okay.
like moi and stuff like that. It's a real like prize fish. Everybody wants it, so they have a real strict season on because guys will try and wipe it out.
Oh, so yeah, that was my other question. I wanted to know, like, okay, so you're in Hawaii, like, you guys don't really have seasons of fish, or do you? Because you know what I'm saying. Because
Well,
your weather is pretty much almost year round
you,
the same.
you would honestly think that, right? Because
Uh
the
huh.
weather doesn't really change a whole lot.
Yeah.
But fish wise, it's very seasonal here. Like our tuna runs, like our big tunas, when they come in, I would suggest you come summertime because a tuna really bite from about late May to about mid-August, late August, and that's where we get all our yellowfin tuna coming in, all like 100-pounders to 200-pound tunas coming in. Once that ends, they kind of go away, and now we're kind of getting into like the big eye season. Big eye tunas, they come around, but you're talking maybe like within a 1 month window. They'll be here, but they're real spotty. You have to find them, and then they'll be gone. So we're not really too much of a big eye tuna people over here, but they do come around.
They call it the ahi, right? So that
or they call it ahi.
Okay, that's what I thought. He says
we just call them ahi.
Yeah, that's what I thought. So okay, how do you tell the difference between those two? Actually, I'm just
when they're bigger, you can really tell because the yellowfins have a super long fin. They look crazy. They have a real long yellow sickle.
Yeah.
But when they're smaller, it's pretty much by looking at the tail or like the vertical stripes on them. You have to kind of like know a little bit. When they're small, they're hard to tell though.
Gotcha.
Interesting. So what's a fish that you can catch like consistently down there, like regardless time of year, or a few fish? I'm pretty sure there's a few.
Like trolling wise on the boat or like from shore?
I guess from shore. I guess for the shore anglers out there.
I guess shore anglers, you can pretty much catch everything around over here.
Yeah.
I guess like papillos, like the jacks, it's kind of it's not really seasonal. They're always here, but more like I guess late summer they really come around because of the bait fish coming in, so they're a lot easier to catch. But trolling wise, pretty much any pelagic fish you can catch year round over here. You just have to be the right spot at the right time. But just certain times of year, you can catch a lot more of them.
What's your favorite fish right now to catch?
That's a hard one. I guess
anything that's 200 pounds.
Honestly, like from the boat, like Hawaii, it's all about prestige, right? Everybody wants to come in and say, "Oh, I caught 9 eyes, 200-pound eyes," right?
Yeah.
It's all about how much. When you talk to our fishermen, it's like, how much eyes did you catch this year? You know what I mean? It's all about the prestige.
Yeah.
But I honestly like catching marlins. I like the fight of a marlin, see them jump, stuff like that.
Man.
So I like catching marlins. But the eye is a prestige in Hawaii.
Yeah, that's crazy, man.
We're gonna have to make jealous. I know. Okay, next time I'm in Hawaii, because like I said,
guaranteed.
I gotta get in touch with you because like I said, I usually go once a year, and obviously this year has been one of those crazy things. And then because I got 4 daughters now, so it's real tough for me to.
Yeah, your hands are full.
Pretty full because wait till my little one is a little bit bigger. I definitely want to get out there because dang, dude, I'm telling you, dude, to catch a marlin, that would be badass, man. I don't know, man.
Yeah, if you come over here, guarantee I'll take you guys fishing.
Nice.
My new boat's almost done, so it'll be enough room for everybody.
Wow. So can you talk about like the area that you're from for like the people that aren't familiar with you?
I'm pretty much on the main island of Hawaii. Honolulu, I guess, is like the capital, but I'm in the main island on Oahu, kind of like the central part of the island. So I can pretty much get anywhere on the island within about 30 minutes tops.
Oh yeah, we were also wondering, like, is freshwater fishing even a thing in Hawaii, or is it all ocean?
You know what? I try to go fishing once a week. I try to make a video once a week, right? And this week the weather's just terrible. I mean, like it's blowing like 30 miles an hour plus. It's rainy. It's huge waves right now, like really big waves right now. So I was like, trying to contemplate what kind of video I can do tomorrow for this week. And we're actually gonna think about going bass fishing. We have peacock bass over here. So my friend's like, let's go do that for a video. But my other friend canceled, so we're gonna go dive tomorrow now. But man, yeah, there's bass over here. There's a couple places where there's trout over here also. I don't think on Oahu, but the outer islands have trout. But lots of peacock bass, huge peacock bass.
Peacock bass. Okay, I don't think we have any peacock, but do we, Kit?
Florida.
Florida. Okay, yeah.
They're big and they fight like crazy. I heard they fight like super good.
Man, we're gonna have to go. Man, that's gonna be pretty funny. We go to Hawaii and we go freshwater fishing. That would be people will be like, dude, you guys are idiots. Dad, you guys are cut off.
There's catfish and everything over there. There's everything.
Nice. Okay, what? That's good to hear. That's good to hear.
Yeah, I like catfish, but I don't have too many fish to choose from.
Would you actually go diving? Because you go spearfishing, right? Is that what you're talking about when you're diving? Okay. None of us has ever done that or come close to that. So I've seen a couple of your videos of your spearfishing. Like, can you so people are listening or even watching right now, like, can you explain what the hell spearfishing is? I mean, in their eyes, they're probably thinking you're standing on a rock and you're throwing a spear into the water. It's not like that.
Spearfishing is pretty much you're targeting. I guess spearfishing. The good thing about spearfishing is you can target a certain species of fish and I guess the size of fish, and you're pretty much just holding your breath, diving down to a certain depth, and waiting with a spear gun or pretty much like a Hawaiian sling, a 3-prong, and just waiting on the bottom to find something that you want to eat. And I'm honestly terrible at it. Like I'm not even that good. I used to be a really good diver years ago, but I haven't dove for like over 10 years. So I'm starting to get back into it slowly, but there's so much guys over here that dive really good over here, like unbelievable.
How deep is the water where you're spearfishing?
I'm only going like 40 feet max.
Damn.
Like some of my other friends will hit like 120 feet, no problem. It's crazy. And they'll stay down for like 2 minutes. It's crazy.
Man,
Man,
no one.
I can barely swim. Shit.
Right? I'm like thinking about this. I'm like, man, these guys are diving down there. I'm like 40 feet to 100 feet. That's insane, dude. That's crazy.
Yeah,
and then, like you said, you're just holding your breath and doing it, right? Like just looking.
Yeah, you're pretty much holding your breath and just waiting.
So how do you train for that? Like you just go do it and just try to push out a little bit deeper and deeper every time?
I guess there's different ways. Some guys will exercise and pose and stuff like that. Or if you can dive once a week, it's good. It helps, but it's a little slower process to gain up I guess like a breath time. You want to try to hold your breath as long as possible, right?
Mhm.
So there's apps out there you can use. I use an app and I try to train like at least once a day on the app just to try to build up my lung capacity, try to help me out. The more bottom time, the better chance of a bigger fish for sure.
So don't think you're just gonna go out there and just hold your breath and just go. You might want to train a little bit to get.
Yeah, you can go just off the shoreline, but
Yeah.
you want to stay shallow, or at least less than 10 feet of water for sure. Because the dangerous thing is you can black out. That's the dangerous thing. You can black out and die.
Oh.
Yeah, and I've had that happen, and I tell people like, well, my channel, I tell about all the precautions about being safe because about 10 years ago, I blacked out coming up from a deep dive, and my partner was there watching me. If he wasn't there, I probably would have died. So I tell people always dive with a partner because you never know.
Yeah, no, that's same thing with ice fishing. Because we were like, if we go ice fishing, we typically always go with somebody. You never know what can happen. You drop
fall to the ice, you're done.
Yeah. But because my uncle, like I said, he lives in Hawaii, and I told him, hey, I want to take you ice fishing. He goes, hell, nah. He like, no. He go, mama didn't raise no food.
That's an adventure, though.
It is. I mean, you ever get a chance to get to the mainland at all?
Yeah, me and my family normally go to the mainland, but we don't go like where you guys live. We go like San Diego, maybe Washington, and stuff like that. We ain't going like all the way up there.
Have you ever even seen snow?
Yeah. I see military. I used to travel all around the world. I see military before. Yeah.
Okay.
Gotcha. But I took my kids to see like Hawaii. That's one of the things. Like people in Hawaii, like I've never seen snow before. It's weird like that.
Yeah.
But my kids, we try to take them like once a year.
Yeah, my uncle is like when they bring the family up here because to see snow and everything, and then they look at it, they touch it for like 30 seconds, they run back in because they're like, man, it's too cold. They can't handle the cold. They're not used to it, so it's pretty funny.
You know what? It snows in Hawaii. You know that, right?
Like up in the mountains, right?
On Big Island in Mauna Kea, it snows. Yeah. It's like over 10,000 feet elevation, super high up.
Yeah, that's high.
Yes,
so guys will go up there. Guys will go up there with their trucks and fill up the back of the truck with snow and bring it down to their house. And they like snowmen in their front yard.
Oh man.
It melts in like 1 minute.
It's a Hawaii thing.
My god.
That's crazy.
That's pretty funny.
You'll see guys drive around the town with just piles of snow in the back of their truck. Like they went to the mountain. Guaranteed.
So when did you start getting into YouTube, man? Well, like I know your channel been blowing up lately. That's just like boom. When did you get into it? And what made you kind of just like, all right, I'm going to show everybody what I do and just kind of spread the word. You're like, man, that's kind of a hot spot. You sure you want to show people that? You know what I mean?
Oh, you wouldn't believe some of the messages I get from people.
See,
but honestly, my channel I started a YouTube channel, original YouTube channel about 10 years ago.
Wow.
Like back in the day. And I used to upload videos to there and I used to voice over and all kind of stuff. And I thought I was like, oh, this is like the best videos ever, right? Over 10 years ago. And that's on my old channel. There's some crazy videos on there, but it's boring. It's all one angle. And then this channel, I started I guess maybe about April of last year, somewhere around there. But I've always been filming. I've been filming my whole time fishing from when GoPros first came out, the original GoPros I started filming. And I have content, tons and tons of content that I just, for my own personal, I'm like, okay, I'm like videotape this, videotape that. And then finally I was like, you know what, I'm gonna start. People told me like, why don't you start making videos again? Because everybody knows me in Hawaii for making lures. I'm a lure maker, a trolling lure maker. So a lot of people know me for that. So people are like, why don't you start making videos again, Nick? So I was like, I guess I'll start making videos again. That way if my kids can watch it when they get older and watch it. So that's what kind of started it again.
Oh, that is cool. You're doing pretty good for like being out there for what, a little over a year now? Your new channel anyway?
Yeah. So about a year and a half or so. So not bad. But I got like super bad ADHD, so I just veg on everything. Like I try to study everything I can. Like I try I'm all about like algorithms to try to figure stuff out. It's retarded.
It happens to the best of everybody in YouTube, man.
Oh yeah.
Everybody gets into it and they're trying like, how can I get better? How can I get bigger?
Oh yeah.
I get it, man. Everybody tries to do that. Actually, I wanted to cause I saw the video when you were filleting the yellowfin, right? Man,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, that made me. I literally was telling Fishing Kit here right before you jumped on. I was like, dude, go check out that video. It makes you hungry because we love. I love sushi. We're Asian guys. We love sushi. We love sashimi. I'm like, God dang, dude, this guy like filleting the freshest freaking tuna. I'm like, hey, I want some. I wanted to ask you because you mentioned in that video. Okay, so I don't know if you got haters or somebody who mentioned about shooting the fish.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
so because typically, okay, over here we catch a huge catfish or whatever. I usually knock it out. I don't know. I don't know if it's considered inhumane or whatever, but I'm just wondering because the fish you're catching that you were filleting, that was like almost 120 some pounds, right, or something like that.
Yes.
When you caught it, obviously you shoot it just to kind of in a way end it quickly, right?
It's a couple of different things. So honestly, like that's really big controversy over here with a lot of guys. A lot of guys will look down on you like, oh, you shouldn't shoot. If you're shooting, it's because you don't know what you're doing, right? And that's bogus. Like, you know what I mean? Like they don't know what they're talking about. Honestly, by shooting the fish, when it comes up and you shoot it, it does a few things. It kills it fast, which makes it humane, number one, right? And the main thing is it pretty much with the tunas, you have to bleed them instantly. Especially the yellowfins. If you don't bleed them instantly, you'll get burning in the meat, which I pretty much never have in my tunas. Their blood is so hot, they actually cook their meat inside. If you don't get the blood out right away, when you fillet it, you'll see all white meat on the inside of the fillet. It actually cooks the meat. Wow. And it makes it like terrible quality. It's like cooking grade at the best. It's your dog wouldn't eat it. It's terrible quality.
Wow.
So it really makes the meat really different. And a lot of the guys that talk trash about it will say, oh, you shouldn't shoot it. They've never seen a tuna like that. And I can put a tuna from my tuna against their tuna. There'll be no comparison. So it's a big difference. But the main thing is it takes the fight out of the fish. Especially the big marlins. When the marlins come up, you shoot them, it makes them lose their legs instantly. They'll just sink right next to the boat. Because when the marlins come up, they're super dangerous. I've seen friends get stabbed. I've heard of people die from it. So it's a dangerous fish for sure.
That's what I was wondering, because I was like, it makes sense, and you're gonna take the fish to eat it. Why are you gonna let it suffer? In a way, you're gonna let it suffer. So I mean, I totally agree with that. I'm like, you might as well end it quickly.
So the tunas too, sometimes where we had them, where we bring them on a deck, like I fish with other friends and stuff, where we won't bleed them. You bring them on a deck, and you bring a 150-pound fish on a deck, and you think he's dead, and he starts kicking. They go ballistic, and what happens is it bruises all the meat inside. So when they fillet the meat, they'll see pockets of blood spots where it's like stained in the meat. So crap. It's not a good thing. Yeah.
That makes sense, though. I mean, to somebody who never done it, like, dude, that totally makes sense now.
Just like the marlins, when people see us kill marlins over here, they talk so much trash because marlins are like trophy fish. But in Hawaii, we're meat hunters. You know what I mean? We're not trophy hunters. We're meat hunters. We're going all about get fish. We'll get to our family, our neighbors, our friends. Everybody in Hawaii eats fish. So we always tell people we're meat hunters. We're not for the trophy. We're not Florida looking to tag it and high five. We're here to eat that thing.
I get that.
So is there any Hawaiians that don't eat fish?
Yeah, there's actually a lot of people here that don't eat fish. You wouldn't believe there's a lot of people here that don't eat fish. A good amount of people. There's a lot of people here vegans. There's a lot of people that don't eat fish, though. It's weird. I know fishermen that fish that don't eat fish. That's crazy.
So what do they do with it?
They give it to friends and family, or we have a big market over here. So besides Japan, we're the biggest auction market for fish. I think Japan is the biggest one, and then we're the second biggest.
Because I'm wondering, like, how much is the like a yellowfin going for right now, like per pound? I'm just wondering, like, because I know they go for, you can make a good living, right, fishing for those. Or no?
Let me tell you today's prices from my friend. Yeah, if you guys are curious, I'll tell you all the fish prices today.
Sure.
So there's my friend that went to the auction today. Aku, remember the skipjack I was telling you guys? Remember the skipjack?
Yep.
They're going from $320 a pound to $340 a pound. Ono wahoo was going for $550 a pound today. Mahi was going between $580 and $650 a pound. There's no tuna today, but the tuna prices it's been really good lately because of, I guess, COVID. The longline boats haven't been going out, so it's been about $350 to $5 a pound. Summertime when the longline boats are going out, they can burst on the market. We can be lucky if we get $1.50 a pound.
Wow,
Wow.
really?
And they'll still sell it for $14 a pound.
So
It's crazy.
Yeah, I was gonna say like they come and sell it here. It's gonna be like
Oh yeah.
12,
yeah,
15 bucks a pound.
Oh,
easily.
they screw the local fishermen sometimes.
Man. So I mean, is that a so do you have to have a license for all that to sell to the markets, or can
Yeah,
just
you have to have a commercial license.
that's what I figured. Okay.
But it's crazy. Like you guys have to have licenses and permits for each individual fish, right? Or no?
Just trout here. At
Just
least
trout here.
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you have a fishing license here, and then you have to have a trout license if you're fishing for trout.
So
'Cause
over here we don't have to have a fishing license at all over here. But if you want to sell, technically, if you want to sell, you need a commercial fishing license.
we can just go there and fish right now.
Yeah, you don't need a license at all.
What?
What? I did
Yeah.
not know that.
Hey.
Yeah, you can come over here and fish right now. You have no license at all.
Huh.
They're
'Cause
trying
I-
to change it though. Apparently, they're trying to change it, but people keep fighting and shooting it down.
I don't know. I guess you guys don't really have like a DNR over there, do you?
No, we have one, but they're not really the greatest. I think they're probably undermanned. That's why. I think for the whole island of Oahu, which has over 1 million people, I think we maybe have 12 guys. That's it. And it's so bogus because you can see somebody doing something totally illegal, like laying a lay net. You know what a lay net is, right?
No. What is that?
Like a long fishing net with
Okay.
floats and lead, and it traps all the fish coming out, right?
Oh, okay.
They can lay a whole lay net against a stream, which is illegal. And you'll call the DLNR guys, and they're like, "Oh, we have to witness it to do it." You can videotape them. They can't use it as evidence. They have to see with their own eyes.
Wow.
So people do all kind of illegal stuff over here. Nobody ever gets caught. It's crazy.
See, I'm guessing it's because since you guys don't need a fishing license, there's probably no funding for like DNR. Because like over here,
Yeah.
the fishing license, that's what funds the DNR over here.
Yeah, our funding over here isn't the best for them. I think they make a lot of their funding from fines, but a lot of their funding also from like boat registration,
Mm.
which our boat registration is there's a lot of boat registration over here, like thousands, like $100-something, but it's still, I think they're still probably underfunded for sure.
Yeah, so that's probably what they kind of thinking about that. But no, I mean that makes sense. 12 guys for an island of 9
Oh, yeah.
people.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah, there's no way. And then most of those population fish. You know what I mean? It's like
All of us guys that fish, we all know if you don't do something illegal fishing wise, which I don't, by 3:30 they're home ready. You can do whatever the hell you want. Have a blast. Like there's this spot that's really good diving right on the North Shore, Oahu, like really, really good diving. And everybody's like, yeah, by 3:30, everybody knows DLNR goes home, right? These kids are running across the street from the beach with spear guns full of fish. These kids they're like 12 years old with a whole bunch of fish running across the street. I was like, it's 5:30. Those guys are home already. These kids know.
Wow.
they're smart, bro.
Oh yeah, it's crazy.
Oh man, that is pretty funny. When you go out fishing for like all these, the tuna and everything, the ahis and everything, what depth are you fishing at?
So over here is weird, like compared to like Florida, where you have to go like 50 miles to get deep water.
Mm-hmm.
I can go on the west side of Oahu, which is the deepest side, and I can be 2 miles offshore, and I'll already be at about 300 fathoms of water. So is that 1,800 feet of water?
What's a fathom?
Yeah,
6 feet. 6 feet.
6 feet.
Oh,
Okay.
Yeah.
okay.
So it gets super, super deep fast. Really deep
Jeez.
fast.
Yeah. What's the deepest here, Kit?
I think like 150 feet.
Yeah.
Hold on, how many fathoms
Oh, yeah.
is that?
How many
That's-
divided by 6?
that's
Come on.
divided by
Hey, you're
6.
Asian. Come on, man.
Like-
You gotta be faster, Kit. Come on.
That's like less than 30 fathoms.
That's pretty good.
But out
man.
here it gets really deep. You can go like 50 miles offshore and get to like 20,000 fathoms.
Wow.
Jeez.
So what's
Yeah.
the deepest that you normally catch fish in?
Honestly, you can go as far as you want off here. You can go like 20, you can go like way the hell offshore, like 50 miles offshore and catch fish.
What's the deepest you've personally fished out of?
Over 20,000 fathoms for sure.
Whoa.
Dang.
You know, we go deep, but we're not touching the bottom. We're just trolling, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
We're
Wow.
trolling or we're looking for rubbish and stuff like that.
Yeah, I
Gotcha.
think in one of your videos, like there's something on the graph. You're like, yeah, that's a whale. I'm like, damn, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Because to us mainlanders, like the whale, that would freak me out a little bit. Like, what
Oh
the,
yeah.
it's a little freak. And then you guys like fish for sharks around, like it's like, man, it's normal. Like to us, man, I'm not gonna lie.
Oh,
You took us fishing, and we're like, that's just a shark. I would not just be like, that's just a shark.
I scared so much friends that never got on the boat before because we have like shark cages where we take the tourists. And if you go over there, you can catch bait over there.
Uh,
But there's so much sharks. You show up there early in the morning where it's still kind of like on the dark side. You can't see the sharks. So you show up there and then they'll come right next to me and they'll start slapping inside the boat. And people are like, what's that? What's in the water? They're like, I don't know, just gotta look. And I'll see the sharks, like there's sharks all over the boat.
oh,
Yeah, see,
Dang.
seeing a shark in the water is a little different.
yeah.
Yeah, I'd probably freak out a little bit. Ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, I'm not too fond of sharks.
Yeah,
That's
they're
funny.
kind of annoying. Like when it comes to fishing too, right? Because they're always
Oh
stealing your
yeah.
bait and stuff.
Honestly, like the North Shore side of the island has so much sharks. It was never like that before, but I think ever since the shark tours, the sharks are attracted to the boat noise, so they'll follow the boats around. So
Mhm.
that's dangerous because if you fall off your boat, you might get mauled. You know what I mean? But
Mhm.
you'll hook a fish, and as you bring up your fish, the sharks will come and eat your fish. It's like
Oh,
super bad. So we try to do our part to try to help take care of the shark problem over here for sure. We don't put it on videos, but we do our part.
do people eat shark down there?
You can eat supposedly what guy said is you can eat every shark there is. I've never tried, but makos and threshers you can eat for sure. But I'm trying to catch one so I can eat it. You know what I mean? I was like, I want to make a video of it, try to eat it. We'll see.
Yeah.
I heard they basically pee through their skin, so like the meat
Yeah.
gets kind of weird. Yeah.
So you have to gill it and gut it instantly as soon as you get it. You have to get everything out of it instantly. And that's why they said with the other sharks, suppose you can eat them, you just have to get everything out of it instantly.
Hmm.
Because once it starts to break down, I mean, and they have a really bad, if you ever smelled a shark before, they have a super really bad, like a
It
an
smells like
iodine kind
pee,
of
right?
smell. It's weird. It's a real like iodine kind of smell. It's weird.
Yeah,
Mm.
yeah, that's what I
Very, very
heard.
strong. It's
Hmm.
super strong. Guys say it makes super good crab bait and bait for other stuff, but it's super strong smelling.
Hmm.
Count me out on that, man.
But the meat actually cooks like pork when you cook it. It's a real white meat, and it's almost like pork texture. It's weird.
That's pretty cool.
What? That is pretty cool, man. Oh man, that's funny.
When you guys go ice fishing, how deep is the ice you guys can go on?
Well, the DNR recommends like 4 inches at the minimum, but
Oh,
then
that's small.
Well,
That's thin.
yeah, it's thin. That's why when you watch us or when we go, we have a ice picks and then we use a spud bar so you can check. So we use a spud bar right in front of you. So like Fishing Kit was saying that 4 inches is about the bare minimum. I mean, a lot of people actually go on 2 and 3. I mean, the
Yeah.
crazy
Oh,
people
that's crazy.
who are really excited about ice fishing. I wouldn't even, I wouldn't even do that. But we have spud bars where we walk out maybe a foot and then spud in front of you.
What is it? It's just a spike?
Yeah, it's a
Yeah, it's
big
just
old
this
metal
this
pole.
long like piece of metal that
Yeah.
you basically if
Pound.
you try to punch through the ice in front of you, if it goes through, you don't want to go
No.
that way.
Yeah. So you practice like your hits, right? So every time when I hit, I know that's like a specific strength that I drop it down. I know
Yeah.
that's 1 inch. I hit the same spot again. That's 2 inches, right? If I hit it like 3 or 4, or if I hit it about 5 times and it's still solid, then I'm good.
It's
But
good.
but if I hit it like Kit just said, goes right through, no good.
We're backing up.
Exactly. But 4 inches
That's
of
crazy.
ice, yeah, I mean, it's coming up here. Like Kit said, I think about a month. Hopefully, I mean, it's cold
Hopefully a
today.
month.
You can,
Weather's weird right now.
yeah, it's pretty weird. Kit came over today. It's probably like 30. When I saw it's like 40, almost
Yeah.
like 40ish.
Actually, it was right around like
40?
mid-30s when I
Mid-30s,
came
right?
over.
Yeah,
Mm.
we
All right,
like
but
it.
Nick, you gotta experience ice fishing at
Yes.
least one time.
Yeah.
One time.
The coldest we get over here, like where I live more like on the mountain side, is maybe 50 at the absolute coldest time of year.
You gotta come here with okay. So we are the fools that we get a little bit excited when we look at the forecast. We're like, oh, it's gonna be 0 degrees for like a week straight. We get excited for like a week straight. We're like 0 degrees because we know it's creating ice because we love ice fishing, right? So yeah, we're the idiots that love the cold. We don't love snow. We love the cold.
Yeah, we don't want to see snow because
No snow.
it's actually
So-
snow will slow down the ice building.
Yeah.
That's why we don't want to see
You guys are
snow.
down to science already.
Yeah,
Oh
yeah.
yeah. You gotta have just pure cold, no wind, pure cold for like 2 weeks straight. We're happy because that way it creates the ice and it just let it
I-
build.
Are you guys hardcore? You guys are in the open, or you guys have like ice houses?
We have both. We have both.
Both. I prefer to be outside because
Yeah.
you got to be mobile because you can't just stay in one spot in the tent. I mean, you can catch fish that way. Obviously, it's kind of like I don't know. They call it trolling on the ice. Basically, you just
Oh, you
keep
want to keep
moving.
moving around?
Yeah,
Yeah.
keep drilling holes, keep moving. Because I mean, you already know you got to move to find
Yeah,
fish, right? Yeah.
that's cool.
Yeah, because
Cause
we use the same thing. I mean, you use electronics when you're on a boat. We use the same thing when you're ice fishing. So
I know I see them like a big round thing with the right.
yeah,
A
What does that do?
flasher,
It
a
tells.
flasher.
flasher.
But what does it do? It tells you which direction a fish is, or just tells you if there's fish there.
The circle is your water column, so it's basically you're straight down. But the circle, it allows you to see more of the water column instead of because
Oh,
it takes up so much room if you just go up and down. So it
yeah.
just tells you what's directly beneath you.
And
I
and the
always wondered about that because I see. I was like, well, how do you read that thing?
it's pretty cool. Once you get used to it, you're like, because you can see your lure and everything go down, and you can literally see the fish coming up or coming. It's pretty cool. And then nowadays, I mean, the technology with like live scope and panoptics and all that. Oh
Oh,
my,
that's crazy.
oh my God! You can see
But
you can see if there's a fish 50 feet away over there. Like if you're at the wrong spot, and you can see what kind of fish it is nowadays. It's pretty.
they don't have a chance now.
Yeah.
I think yeah, you're right on that. I think you're gonna see, like, especially with live scope, you're really gonna. It's a game changer. I think a lot of people are gonna catch a lot more fish with it. I mean, it costs a couple grand, but a lot of people are.
Oh,
Three grand for
Yeah,
the ice fishing
oh,
bundle.
yeah,
that's crazy.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's worth it if you can afford it, I guess. I mean, but
But I guess the hard part is we could spend $3,000 on electronics over here, and we can make it back. We can sell the fish. You guys is pure sport because you're not going to make that money back. It's gone.
No,
yeah,
no.
see,
Yeah, it's
no,
gone.
yep, you're right on that, man. It's not like we can go and sell a crappie or
Oh
or a
yeah, it's
catfish or
gone.
something. Yeah, it's exactly right. See, you guys, see, that's the thing. We need to go to Hawaii, man. I might have to. I'm gonna talk to my wife about this, man. This is a
So
business investment.
Southwest Airlines is cheap right now.
Yeah, I'd never been. It'd be a good trip.
Okay, all right.
Ready off.
All right, Kit, you're gonna go with you go with me because my wife, we're gonna go actually next month. I was really like
Oh, for
almost
real?
I was about to pull the trigger, but then freaking COVID is insane over here. I actually, how bad it, I mean, because right now, like just in Iowa alone, like we're at the highest. That's why we're always on Zoom or do our podcast this way, is because COVID is insane right now here. And that's why we're like, if I were gonna go to Hawaii, my wife is like, oh, we want to go so bad. We're gonna take the kids and the girls and everything, but it's just so bad right now. So that's why we're
Over
like,
here is like super safe right now.
yeah, I know.
I think I think we're getting maybe like 70 a day, maybe.
Oh, we had like 4,000 for like we
Oh
had
yeah, no way.
4,000 new cases in the last, I think, 5-6 days straight.
Oh, people would lose their mind over here if that happened.
I know. I figured that.
Yeah, they
But
get like I think 40 to 70 a day or so. Not nothing crazy. You know what they said though, right? Vitamin D supposedly helps COVID, right?
yeah,
So I was like, oh, well, he's in the sun over here. Maybe it's helping.
yeah. See, no wonder you guys are doing so good, huh?
Yeah. I'm pretty sure we got a quarantine too if we go to like Hawaii right now.
Yeah.
So if you come to Oahu, I think what it is you have to take a pre-screening test 3 days before you get here. If
Mhm.
your pre-screening test is clean, when you land, they'll test you one more time and you're free to go.
Oh,
If you don't
okay.
take your pre-screening test when you get here, you have to quarantine for 14 days.
That makes sense because my uncle just came to visit. Because my grandma, his mom lives here, and he came to visit. And I was like, "Don't you have to quarantine when you go back?" He goes, "Nah, bro."
Yeah.
He goes, "You just take a test, like you just said. As long as you're negative, I think they say you're good to go, right?"
I'm trying to get to the Big Island, right? But every county, every island is under a different county,
Mm-hmm.
and they kind of can do their own thing. And the Big Island mayor is like, no, if you come over here, you have to quarantine no matter what, no pre-test. I'm like, gotta get my boat built, so I'm trying to go over there and check it out. But I was like, I can't go over there for 14 days in quarantine,
Yeah.
so I might fly up next week just to fly up, and then just fly back that day.
Oh man, that's crazy, dude. How has COVID affected? I know it's obviously affected tourism, but how's it affected fishing and everything? Is it everybody else just is it the same old or?
There's a lot of people fishing now. A ton of people fishing now. People that never fished before are fishing now.
Hmm.
Like I run into a lot of people and they're like, "Oh, I started fishing because of your YouTube channel." Like, you never fished before? Like, no, because COVID, there's nothing we can do, so we have to find a hobby. So there's a lot of people fishing now. Like a lot of the fishing stores are sold out of stuff.
See, yeah,
There's so much people fishing now. It's crazy.
that should help you, right? You make lures.
Yeah, but my stuff is like I can sell lures year round, but it's eye season where like it really sells a lot.
Gotcha.
Yeah, but for me, it's more like a hobby, just side money. Yeah, because I have a regular job.
Yeah.
It was more just for fun.
See, that's how you build your YouTube channel. I think you do it for fun.
Oh yeah, yeah. It was never about like the money or anything like that. I was like, this is just for fun.
Yeah.
But my goal, the main goal I want over anything, I told my wife, I just want to play button. That's all I want. I don't care about anything. I don't care about money. I don't care about fame. I don't care any of that stuff. I just want to play button. That's all I want. That's the goal I want.
What is the is it 100,000 or
100,000? Yeah.
100,000? Okay. Hopefully we can get you one. one sub, all right?
Yeah,
So
we might get you some subs.
we'll make you okay.
Yes.
Anybody who's listening and watching this, because this is the thing. I would say most of our listeners and watchers probably don't fish in Hawaii. But
Yeah.
because we got Nick here, I think if you guys go to his channel, subscribe, let's get to him. Because if he gets that play button, we're gonna go there and we're gonna take a picture with that play button. All right.
I think you guys fishing.
Exactly.
I'll put you guys on some fish bigger than the stuff you guys catch.
Oh, for sure. I bet.
For sure, man. Actually, so when people go and watch your channel, so this cool thing is, I love it how you give the masubi to the fishing gods. I love it, man.
Yeah.
You got to do it's like a ritual when you guys watch this channel.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So, masubi is like one of my favorite foods. I think it's Hawaiian's like top foods, obviously.
Oh yeah.
It's hilarious, dude. I love it though. But so funny if you watch a channel, then all of a sudden you catch, right?
Yeah. So there's a lot of guys doing it now because of that. Like I get guys every day, like on the weekends, I'll get like 5-6 guys tagging me on their Instagram story, like, oh, we're getting musubi to sea god because of you, Nick. I was like, all right. The rule is you gotta give something to get something. That's the rule. That's the whole thing behind it.
You can see spam and rice on the bottom of the ocean there now.
Did you see my dive video?
Which one?
We're I think it's like not too long ago, but we threw a musubi over the side and we dove down, and we have a fish over called it's called a roy, or a peacock grouper, which is invasive. We threw a musubi over the side and started over the water. I was like, there's one right there in the musubi. I dove down, I shot it. I was like, perfect.
Have you tried fishing with the musubi? Like put it on a hook?
Not yet, but everybody's like, you need to make a video of doing that. Go try to use the spam or use it and try to catch something with it.
All right. I think you should, man. All right. You're going to have to do that. I bet you're going to catch
musubi fishing.
Something. Yeah, musubi
I'm sure something, but yeah.
You'll get something. It'll be funny to see what you get, though. I kind of want to see that, dude. That'd be funny, man.
I was just talking about musubi the other day too. Like, man, musubi sounds good. Because actually, his aunt has a little Hawaiian restaurant. She sells musubis.
Yeah.
So I was like, man, I want to go get some.
Yeah. Oh,
It's
man.
weird. Like Hawaii people love spam, but in the mainland, everybody's like, spam, that's gross. Like, super good.
Dude,
I love musubis, man. So good.
I think spam is like the I think highest consumption is in Hawaii.
Oh, it is. It is.
Yeah,
The highest consumer of spam is in Hawaii.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Hey, I'm
Dude,
not gonna lie.
How much is a can of spam over there where you guys live?
Couple bucks, maybe.
Couple bucks, yeah.
Like
It's like
$3.
$4 or $5 a can over here.
No, not that high.
It's crazy.
Well, that's the crazy thing too, though, because when I went there, I mean, there's certain things that are cheap. Like you can go get like poke cheap. You go to Food Land, super cheap, right?
Yeah,
not here. You can't even find it. It's hard to find poke. But when I try to buy eggs or milk there, holy crap, dude! It's like, how much is like a gallon of milk over there?
Yeah, $9 maybe.
See? Kid,
yeah, it's crazy.
$9 freaking gallon of milk.
How much is a gallon of milk over there?
I mean, you can probably get away with the
$2.
Yeah, $1.50 or $2.
Like if it goes over $2, like, oh man, like milk supply's running low. It's over $2.
Well, we live in Iowa too, so it's farmland. There's so much cows and pigs and stuff, so it's like, but yeah, when I went to go buy milk, I like, no, that can't be right. Am I buying beer? I was like, no way. Yeah, like you said, like $9. What the heck, man? I'm like, this is just
expensive. It's crazy.
Yeah, it is pretty crazy, dude. But it's so funny.
The price of paradise.
That's true.
Yeah,
man.
there's a trade-off. Like your seafood's cheap, but man, like everything else, it's the opposite for us. Beef and stuff isn't terribly expensive. I mean, how much is like a 16-ounce steak down there? Like,
it could be at least over $20 for sure.
Holmes.
Yeah, probably about $20.
That is crazy.
You can buy a pound of ground beef for maybe like $16. Yeah.
Oh wow.
I bought a pound of ground beef today. It was like $3.69.
Yeah, no way, not over here. No way.
Hey, we might be onto something here, Kit.
Yeah, and that was like on the expensive end too, man.
Yeah.
See, that's why we fish over here. It's too expensive for anyone. You gotta try to catch your own dinner.
But yeah, that's true. You get to catch your own dinner, so that's yeah, that'd be nice, man. You just go fish and catch. But that's the thing. When you mentioned about the invasive species, is there a lot of them? Because okay, you're surrounded by ocean, so how can it be invasive? That's what I'm wondering because it's
Uh,
just fish in the ocean, right? Or
so honestly, they actually brought them over here at one point to try go after something else. Or actually, I think they brought like tilapia over here, which is like a blue line snapper.
Okay.
They brought it here because they're like, oh, it's a good food source. So they breed really fast and stuff. It'll be good to bring it over here. So they introduced it. But what they didn't realize is it's a predatory fish. They need to eat to make that, I guess, the abundance that they have. So they'll eat everything on the reef. And just like the roys, the same thing. They're like, it's a good food source. We should bring them over here. And they took over. So there's like 3 fish that we have over there that kind of took over. They're like, if you find like a school of tape, you could see thousands of pounds of them just swimming. Yeah,
Oh,
and they're now. So we'll shoot them if we see them diving because they're good eating, right? I know guys that actually go and net them and sell them at the market. They'll can net 1,000 pounds every single day, and the price is that good. They only get like $2 a pound for it, but there's a ton of them.
I know you guys have a few like I'm kind of getting away from fishing, but kind of like land invasive animals. Like the boars,
Not.
aren't they like invasive
Oh yeah,
over
the
there?
boars, the
the
pigs.
wild.
Oh, they're bad over because they tear up everybody's property and stuff. They're super bad, and they can
Yeah,
be
you don't-
aggressive. You see them in a mountain.
Mhm.
They're super game. They're real gamey tasting.
Okay.
Like
I
I
was
eat
gonna
them,
say,
but
like,
yeah,
do you go after those too?
So yeah, because I think the last time I was in Hawaii was a couple years ago, and my uncle he lives up there in Pearl City, up in the mountains, right? And you're right. All of a sudden, we're drinking beer, we're just having a good time, watching football. All of a sudden we see a family of wild boars. Just like what the heck? He's literally just
there's a lot. There's a lot up there.
yeah, it's
Oh,
crazy. They
yeah.
just literally walk right up into you. I was like, can we eat it? That's what I was a little, I had a couple beers. I was like, can we take it? Is it illegal? I was telling my uncle, can we just take this and just, let's, I'm just saying, throw it on the pit real quick. But then, like you say, he said it's super gamey. Yeah.
So like a lot of guys hunt with dogs over here. That's why I hunt the pigs with dogs. So my neighbor lives like 10 hours away. He's always telling me, let's go hunt, let's go hunt. But I was like, dude, I'm not built for hiking a couple miles in the mountain and all this stuff. That's not my style of hunting. Like maybe about a month ago, he's like, I got one in my trap. You want to come here and make a video? He's like, I'll go make a video with you with the pig in your trap. So he had a pig in his trap, and I actually eat the testicles. Like, let's eat something that nobody eats. Let's eat the testicles. Oh my god, that's the worst thing ever. Like we cooked it and ate it. We fried it, dude. I can get that taste on my mouth for like hours. It's horrible.
Man. Speaking of
But
testicles,
why?
why? I know why, man.
For the content, just for fun.
Oh my gosh.
So it was terrible. It was horrible.
How was the tuna testicle? Okay, you only took one bite of that because the video
Oh,
that
that was too creamy. That's not my style at all.
you got to okay. I'll show you the link. Kit. He's like, this guy kept goes,
Yeah.
man, look at this creamy white stuff. I go, yeah, we know what it is, Nick. Like this guy go, this creamy white stuff, guys. You guys look at it on his knife and everything. I'm like, oh my god.
Oh my god. Oh, it's horrible. That was horrible too.
That reminds me of a story of one of our buddies, Magoo. So there's this trash fish here. It's called a freshwater drum. Like he caught one, and I was like, keep it. I'll eat it. And he's like laughing at me, like, oh, you're gonna eat that trash fish? Whatever. And then later that day, he was talking about we got this fish called a white bass, and he all of a sudden for some reason he was talking about eating the sperm. I was like, you're making fun of me for keeping this fish, but you like eating the sperm from this other fish? Like, come on, dude.
He said he loves it, man. I couldn't do it, man. I'm just like the sperm sack. I couldn't do it, man.
The whole reason of the tuna sperm sack was like one of my other friends on Instagram was like, dude, it tastes so good. I was like, what? He's like, it's creamy. I was like, how the hell did you guys eat it? He's like, we mix it with shoyu sauce and some other stuff. I was like, I don't know about that. I was like, I'll try it. Whatever. I'll make a video. We'll try it out. So I cut it up and oh god, that creaminess, that thing just coats your mouth. No way.
Hey,
Yeah.
Your buddy was laughing at you the whole time. I think he was just like, dude, no way he's gonna do it. No way, but let's see if he does it.
So like over here too, like the thing is, like a lot of people do it is if you come on the boat with me, right, and it's your first tuna ever, you're gonna have to think about that hard to eat it. That's like your initiation.
You have to do
Oh,
what?
like the rite of passage.
The heart?
Yeah, that's the rite of passage right there. The heart. So like me, I do it every first tuna of the season. I take a bite of the heart. That's like my in my head, like this is my good luck. I'm taking a bite. I'm sacrificing. Let's get more eyes this season.
What?
Yeah,
But
people
that's like
do
your
that
rite of
with
passage.
people do that with like deer and stuff up
I
here
think
too.
I think so. Yeah,
Yeah.
I think you're right.
You'll take that tuna heart, and I think it'll still be like, doop, doop. It'll still be
Oh,
beating.
no
So do you just
way.
bite out of
Did
it,
you
or do
bite
you
out
like?
of it? Was
It-
beating?
It doesn't take. It honestly tastes like a really firm tuna. It's like extremely firm, and the taste isn't that bad. It doesn't taste that bad at all. If I cut up really small, mix it with poke, you wouldn't be able to tell.
Okay.
You just think it's a firm piece of tuna. Yeah.
So we don't have to technically bite it right then and
Oh
there.
no, you have to bite it right then and there.
Oh my
It
god.
has to be done right then and there.
All right.
It comes from the fish. It's still beating. Here you go. Take your bite. Let's see it.
Oh man,
Are you sure
I'd do
you
it.
are you sure
I
you're
would
not
do it.
are you sure you're not messing with us mainlanders
I
on
got-
this?
I got tons of videos of it, of all
Okay.
my friends doing it. We always videotape like, oh, this first tuna. Here you go. Put it on Instagram. Bite it.
All right. We're gonna hey, Kate, you will. You gotta go with us, man. It's a blast. I love Hawaii.
Oh, I
man.
want to. It's one of those bucket list things for me.
That's why
Oh,
I go
yeah,
every
it's
year,
fun.
man. That's why I go every year. I love it so much. It's like I never want to leave, man. I'm just telling you.
Plus,
man.
you guys are Asian. You guys are like locals. Nobody even know. Until you guys start talking, then you guys will be in trouble.
Yeah, when they hear, sorry, we don't speak the pigeon language. You know what I'm saying? I know.
Yeah,
I know.
you guys are tiny enough. You guys are like locals.
Yeah, when like I noticed, yeah, when I was like watching some of your videos, and like because you use a lot of like the local language for the fish. Oh,
Yeah.
man. I was trying like, man, I have no idea what the hell fish this guy's talking about. I
I
can't
try
even.
I try to say the local name, and I'll try to say like the white name, or not really the white, but like I guess the mainland name for it, just so people know.
Yeah,
Ah, okay.
it's very yeah. No, I love it, man. Just dozer, man. I was like, see, because
Yeah.
Oh,
What's
yeah.
dozer? Yeah. Can you explain dozer?
Mainlanders don't know
I hear
what-
it like 10 times in all your videos.
I don't know, like those was like something you used to say like when you're younger, like, oh, that's a dozer, like just a big fish, right?
Oh,
So now I
okay.
don't know, it's just a thing now. Like I'll have little kids come to me in the shopping center, like, hey, you catch any dozers? I'm like, oh yeah. I'll get people coming to me saying, oh, I saved so many dolphins because of you. You guys see that one? Dolphin saving.
No, I haven't seen that one yet, man. I gotta go check.
So I
that
always tell
out.
people hit the like button and save a dolphin. It's like the little
Yeah.
catchy
And then,
phrase.
is that your buddy that pops up on the screen?
That's my one of my good friends, yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So I filmed the one day. We're coming from fishing one day. That guy's probably one of the best fishermen in the state. He's young. He's like 27 years old. And he's probably like literally one of the best fishermen in the state. We're coming in. I was like, make a dolphin sound. So I did it. I was like, oh, I'm using this in my video from now on.
You ever think about ever doing a guide service or anything, man? Or is that just something like
Nah, not really.
too much work?
My wife was like, I get messages, I guess, from YouTube because people watch my YouTube. I get messages like all the time on Instagram, like, hey, do you do charters? Can you take us out? Can you charter us? But not really. My wife said, you should just get your charter license and just, if guys ask, just take them. I was like, it's not really my style, but maybe.
Yeah. No, I hear what you're saying though. It's not.
I've like a couple like good video ideas I really want to do is like, because a lot of people know me and I got my new boat coming in like in the next couple of weeks. It's like lime green, you can't miss it, right? So my plan is just go sit at the harbor and just wait for someone to come up to me that recognize me, like, you want to go fishing? Let's make a video. Taking strangers fishing.
Hey,
I was like, that'd be fun.
actually,
Yeah, that'd be cool.
that would be brand new. I don't think anybody's ever done anything like that. That would be pretty
Just
cool.
sit there and just wait for somebody to come and talk to me. Like, you want to go fishing right now? Let's go.
Yeah, dude, that'd be
Pretty
that'd be
cool,
good.
man.
Hey, I would watch. Hey, that'd be pretty badass. That'd be pretty cool content. I like that idea. That's pretty cool.
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
All right, we
Sticky,
won't.
nobody goes fishing.
Yeah, we might not put that. We might have to mute that part out so nobody tries
That's
to
fine, that's fine.
steal your idea.
Still
But
idea.
that's a great idea. No, I think that would be pretty
Yeah.
cool. I would watch that. Because you just grab some random stranger, probably
Oh yeah. So,
mainlander,
just
like
totally random.
that'd be awesome. You're just like, what the hell am I doing on the boat?
Fly them offshore. Like, where the hell am I? 20 miles offshore.
Like this guy kidnapped me.
We're not going home yet. We need
Right.
to catch something first.
What's your record fish, man? Size, your PB.
I guess for like tuna wise, I think it was like 215. Marlin wise, I didn't weigh because nobody had a scale at the time, but estimates were 1,000.
1,000. What?
But I should have weighed it, honestly. But we got in so late at night we didn't weigh it, or late in the afternoon we didn't have nobody had a scale, but it was probably 1,000 pounds. Guys in Kalona who normally catch 1,000 pounders, I gave them all the measurements. Like, dude, that's a grander. You should have weighed it. You're so stupid. 5 years, I think this was in like 2017, but maybe like 4 or 5 years before that, I had one. I guarantee it was at least 1,400 pounds. He was about 60 or 17 feet long. And I had him behind my boat for 2 hours. I had him at 25 feet. I couldn't even get any closer. Like I'd bring him up. It was just me and my dad. So I'd bring him up, handline it, and then he would take it. I couldn't get him closer. I was like, oh man. And then it was almost dark already. And there's pilot whales surrounding the boat because the pilot whales want to eat it, right?
Yeah.
And my dad goes, oh, that thing's huge. He's like, dude, I don't want nothing to do with that marlin. If you want it, you kill it yourself. I was like, okay, I'll kill it myself. So I put the bang stick, which is a 44, right? Pretty much a bullet on a stick. I put in the porters. I'll kill it myself. So for about 2 hours, I couldn't get him closer. He's so big. Every time he come in on the boat, he would just turn like this and he'd take drag. You couldn't stop it. It was so big. And then finally I had it close enough. I was like, okay, I'm gonna bang stick. So I wrapped it with one hand. It was fighting for hours. I put it with one hand. I go to bang stick. I pull. The line snaps right there. And he just went down. Like, and that one was guaranteed well over 1,400 pounds, I'd say. It was that was the biggest fish I've ever seen in my life. But like the big one I caught, the big one I caught, that was like a grander. I caught on a lure just like this. But there's no this is what it was, a blue one, but there's no skirts on it, but it looks just like this.
So okay, what is that? So we can explain to the people who are just listening.
It's a resin trolling head. So like I guess like Hawaii kind of what was it? I guess came up with Joey, who's the world famous lure maker from Hawaii, came up with resin lure heads. And that's like his claim to fame. And that's why Hawaii is so well known for resin lure heads. So it's pretty much just resin. It's like acrylic resin. There's a lead inside. There's tubes in it. The center tube is where your line goes. Okay. The 4 tubes on the side is just to make bubbles or smoke trail. All different shapes. There's like bullet shapes.
So does that go like above your hook or whatever?
So this goes right here. It has your skirts. Mm-hmm. You guys have a minute? You guys have like 10 seconds. I'll grab a little real fast. I'll show you.
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead. I'm going to grab a beer too then.
Yeah, I'm going to go grab another beer.
Okay, I'll be right back.
I'll give a quick shout out to back pocket. I'm doing back pocket now because this is going to extend longer because not too often we get a Hawaiian genius fisherman on with us. He's about to show us some secret lures. So I'm super excited to see this stuff to catch the monster that he said he caught. Dude, 1,000. So just so you know, Nick, any people in Iowa, 1,000-pound fish to them is like, huh? Like that doesn't exist to us. So here, the
girth around it was over 7 feet round.
Oh my!
Wow!
It's on my YouTube channel. There's a video of it on my YouTube channel.
All right, I'm gonna go look that one up.
Yeah, I'll add it. I'll add the thing.
Yeah,
we tried to let it go, but it died on us. So
yeah, did you eat it then?
Actually, I sold it.
Oh, I was gonna say
the big ones aren't that good. Big ones aren't that good because the string is so big on them. So I sold it to a guy who smokes marlin. So I sold it for like $500. I think he turned on me like 10 grand maybe. Smoking it. Wow! Because there's so much fish. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a big.
I made 500. You made 10 grand. What the hell?
Dang.
Man.
So remember I told you like the original resin lure maker in Hawaii?
Yes.
Joey, right?
Joey, yeah.
This is my head. This is considered like a 9-inch lure, okay? This is considered like a 12-inch lure. This is his.
Oh, what the?
All right. So people are listening to this on people are listening on the podcast. You guys have to go take a look at this on YouTube. The lures that Nick's is showing.
The lure is huge. So
huge, intense.
So this lure right here, honestly, compared to something I make, the quality on this is all the lure makers know the quality isn't the greatest quality, but he's the original guy. You know what I mean? He's caught more granders on his 1,000-pound marlins and his lures than anybody else. So, and this guy is 80-something years old. He's still making lures, still yet. A lure like this, I can sell for $60, right? Maybe $70, right? A lure like this, probably about $600.
What?
Wow.
Yeah, it's a collector's item. That's why, yeah.
Oh.
So guys still buy them and use them, but it's mostly for collecting. I mean, like this right here, this is one of his also. Mm-hmm. I could sell it for like $50. This right here is probably worth like $300.
Wow.
Jeez.
Just because it's his lures. Yeah. When you guys go, I guess, fishing from on the lakes and stuff, what kind of pound test are you guys using?
I was actually gonna ask you this stuff. I was like, because I kind of want to get into your tackle. Panfish, 4 to 6 pounds through the ice.
That's like the biggest leader.
Biggest leader. Like the biggest I'd go for like blue cats is maybe 65 pounds. That's like on the heavy side, and on the light side, I probably go down as far as like 4, maybe 3 pounds.
So for trolling lures, okay, this is a trolling lure with all the skirts on it. The leader I use is 300-pound test.
300 pounds.
So yeah, lots of guys. I'm considered using small leader. Lots of guys use 400, 500-pound tests. I use 300-pound tests. But you see the lure, all the skirts on it now, and then the
Nice.
hooks. I run double hooks.
Yeah. How big is one of those hooks? What size is that?
I think one is a 9 and one's a 10, 10 but compared to like a
So yeah, if anybody's listening, the hook is as big as a 12-ounce beer can.
Yeah, it's like 3/4
Yeah.
like lengthwise.
Yeah, just to give you guys a visual.
You guys ever use double hooks? This is a double hook.
I think people use it for like bass and stuff up
Yeah,
there.
I've seen some
Yeah.
people use it, but dude, that is crazy though. Just to think about. Okay, so you landed a grand on 300-pound test, right?
Yeah.
That's insane. Like, how long was that fight?
The hard part was it died on us. Like it
Yeah.
died deep. The big ones are all big females, so they can die on you. And this fish died. Like we use 130-pound, 130 class reels, like big gold reels. And this fish died with 500 yards of line out.
Wow.
The line was straight down. So I had the line wrapped around my hand, and then my dad was driving the boat. I said, "What? Watch what happens when I let go." It was something. I stop it. I said, "That fish is dead." So the only way to get a dead fish up is you have to plane it, or else you'll break line. So pretty much means you can't lock the drag because you'll break the pole because it's too much weight. So I did for like 2 hours was I'd stand in the back of the boat, I'd wrap the line around my hand, drive real slow forward, and the fish would plane itself up. And then reverse super fast and try reeling line. I go real slow forward and reverse back for like 2 hours straight. And then
Dang.
finally, once the fish got to maybe like 30 feet of water, the thing just popped up and floated. It looked like it was still alive, kind of, it was still moving and stuff, but it was kind of dead. We tried to revive it, but it was done already.
That's pretty intense, man. Think about it, for 2 hours to be doing that, but
Oh yeah.
but that's
And we
the
fought
only
for like
way.
an hour before that. Yeah, so we fought for at least 3 hours.
Wow. Ocean fishing problems.
Oh my god.
Hey, when you figure it out, man, you guys are. I'm not gonna lie. I think ocean fishers are like engineers. You run into this issue, you had to kind of figure it out. That's pretty ingenious in a way how they get that fish up. I'm wondering, like, did you already know that's how you can do it, or is that something that you like kind of figure out?
I think that's something that honestly, from like we have fishing shows in Hawaii, right?
Mm-hmm.
From when I was a little kid, there's fishing shows in Hawaii we used to watch. And from watching those fishing shows from back in the day, you kind of know in your head that's something you have to do. You know what I mean? With a big marlin like that, is reverse them, get them on plane, and bring them up. And that's kind of the only way to do it. Another way to do it, what they used to do back in the day, was they'd take like a mop head, right? Because the marlin bills are so like grippy and stuff. If you magnify it, you look in, they have like little hooks on the bill. They hook back so when they hit fish. So what they'll do is they'll go to a fishing line and they'll drop it all the way down with a mop head on it. And it hit the bill and it get all sticking out in the bill, and they can bring the fish up like that if it died.
Oh, you're talking about like a mop, like you mop the floors with, right?
Yeah, because it just kicks all on the bill and then bring them up like that. That's how they used to do it back in the day.
That's crazy. Holy cow, man.
Hey, can you talk about like your typical rig, like as far as like rod, reel, line, like when you're going out going for tuna or whatever?
Pretty much. We mostly use 130 class reels over here. Some guys use 80s, and this is like we're talking about like Penns or Shimano's, the big gold international reels. And the poles, typically some guys use 130 class poles, which I don't like because they're too stiff. When you're in rough water, you find a big fish, they'll bounce the hook out. I use normally like an 80 class rod, but I use a full length rod. It's like 6.5, 7 feet. It's longer than most guys use, but I know that if I'm fighting fish, it's gonna flex with me. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
They're humbug to put away, but when you get a big fish on, they're good rods. And then on the reel, we have about 160-pound test line, about 800 yards, 850 yards. And from there, we go to a big snap swivel. And then our leader, which is 300-pound test, and the leader is about 2.5 arm spans, so like 12, maybe 18 feet long, maybe under 18 feet. And then just your lure and trolling hooks.
How much weight? Yeah. How much weight do you put on usually?
There's no weight. You're trolling. You're moving.
Oh yeah.
The weight is all in the head. There's lead in the head.
Okay.
Which balances it.
Oh.
But you're pretty much trolling at like 7-8 knots, and the lures do actually man the boat. So certain lures will just run straight, won't do nothing. Some lures will pop. Some lures will like side to side motion. It's a little bit of a mixture.
So how much does that lure weigh? I'm gonna guess like 10 ounces, something
no,
like that.
Like 4 ounces.
Oh,
like
4 ounces.
Really? 4 ounces.
It's a popper. That's why. Yeah.
Okay.
So something like this. This one is like a straight runner.
Mm-hmm.
This weighs, I think it's just under 7 ounces.
Man.
Yeah. So there's some weight to them, and you're putting them back anywhere from maybe 30 yards back to about 90 yards back off the back of the boat.
Okay. Huh.
And when you're trolling and you hear that reel go, oh, it screams. A 130 class reel, when that thing gets a bite from a big fish, oh, it screams. You'll never forget that sound ever.
All right. So what about like when you're I think in your latest video, you guys were fishing like straight down with the live bait. Like, how much weight do you put on there? I think it was like
I think it was
13
like
ounces or something.
I think it was like 12 ounces maybe.
12 ounces,
Wasn't
yeah.
Yeah, it was about 12 ounces. And that was crazy. Like that kid in the video, the kid Roy.
Mhm.
That kid, he's only 17 years old. That kid's a super good fisherman. He's
Dang.
well beyond where I was at his age. He's super good.
Wow.
And that kid
Damn.
is fishing on his little boat, I'd say at least 4 or 5 times a week, at least.
Wow.
He
Yeah.
actually he hasn't gone this whole week because the weather's been bad. So he's been stuck at home all week.
Yeah. People gotta go check that. No, the last couple of videos you pumped out with him, that was pretty cool, man. I like that. And then you
Oh, yeah.
guys fishing at night and everything. That was pretty cool, man. You using what's those light
Yeah, the disco ball.
the disco ball. That was badass.
Oh yeah, the disco balls.
Yeah.
What is it?
So you really
Yeah, the
that
flash bomb.
Yeah, the flash bomb. Yeah. Those really work, huh?
Oh yeah, they work really good. Yeah, super. Like I think that my friend that makes them and sells them, he's like, dude, you know how much sales I got off of that video? I was like, dude, it's not like we're trying to do it to promote the product.
Yeah.
It literally works that good. It's like surprisingly good.
We saw.
So, yeah, like I'm like what I'm really like I've been thinking about for so long already. How many years already I've been thinking about it? Like going fishing for swordfish in Hawaii. I know they're here. You know what swordfish is?
The swordfish?
They're like marlins.
Yeah.
They're marlins, but they're deep water.
Okay.
They're like 2,000 feet deep.
Wow.
So I know they're here. People have caught them trolling before. It's a rare one, but nobody knows how to target them over here. Like nobody knows how to target them over here. In Florida, they target them all the time. So I was like, nobody's ever like targeting actually went after them and caught them. So I was like, I'm so bad gonna go after these swordfish. As soon as I get my boat, I'm going after swordfish hardcore. So I'm gonna use these because you need the lights under the water because it's so deep.
Really deep.
Yeah, you have to use electric reels and everything.
Oh,
Electric.
So-
electric
Wow.
reels? Okay.
You have to go like a hooker electric reel, right? But they're so expensive. They're like $5,000,
Oh.
$6,000.
Jeez.
So
And I'm
So
sitting
I
here
got
crying over
I
a
got one of
$200
these.
reel kit. Holy.
I got one of these just to try because everybody's you can use that. The guys I talked to in Florida say you can use this kind of reel to try it. And if it works, it's good. If you can catch them, then switch to a bigger reel. But it's not something you want to use consistently. So this is a Shimano electric reel.
Man, that box is a beast.
I know. Holy cow.
A Beastmaster.
Yeah, it is. So okay, so the people are listening. He just Nick just showed us a Beast Master. Was it 9,000 Shimano reel? So I'm gonna have to look that up. Holy cow, dude, that's insane. Dude.
So I was like, my goal is I really want to catch a swordfish. I want to be the first guy to catch him, actually target it. Because nobody ever targets it and catches them over here.
Well, you catch a swordfish. How the hell are you gonna get that into your boat?
It's like a marlin, but honestly, the bill is so much longer. If you catch like a 200-pound marlin, his bill might be maybe like 3 feet or so, right? You catch a 60-pound swordfish, that bill might be like 4 feet.
Yeah, how do you?
The
How
bill
you
is
gonna get?
so long on them.
How are you gonna get that into your? Okay, so let's just go to the marlin. So you catch a marlin that big. How do you safely get that into your boat?
Muscles. Honestly, it's all leverage. It's all leverage on a big fish like that. The eyes, anything for me personally, if I go by myself, if it's an eye close to 200 pounds, I can pull it over the side by myself. It's all leverage. Catch it by the head, use double gaff, catch it by the head, bend down, and you kind of just bounce in the water, get the momentum going, right? If there's a little bit of swell, you might get a little bit of swell trying to pull it up, pull back, sit on the fish box, and push your feet against the gunnels of the boat, and just like a squat, just push with your feet and pull it up. The marlins is a little different because they're so long. The eyes are short, right? The marlin is so long. You want to be able to get the head over the side. If you can get the head over the side, as long as you get the head up over the gunnel, that is pretty much just using your feet and just pushing like a squat. To get a 200-pound marlin by yourself is a rough one.
That's what I was wondering. I was like, man, I don't even know. I'd be like, man,
that big marlin, we have to drag in. That 1,000-pounder, we have to drag that. We tried to get. I was like, "There's no way. Let's just drag it in."
Yeah, I was gonna say like 1,000. I was like, how the hell are you guys getting 1,000-pound fish onto your boat?
We dragged it all the way in. There's no way in hell.
That's crazy, man. Just think about that, kid. Catching 1,000-pound fish on a 300-pound test line, dude.
That's insane, man.
That's got to be that's a dream. That's a dream come true in a way. And like, man, I can't.
Oh
wait.
yeah, I want to catch another one, right? I want to catch another one I can actually win, improve. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because everybody's like, dude, that was a grander. But to me, it's like, yeah, I have the pictures of it. And you look at the picture side by side with a grander, like, oh yeah, that was a grander. But there's no official weight. You know what I mean? We can't really count it, I guess.
What's the record for there in
I think it's
Hawaii?
the record for the biggest marlin I think in the world is caught in Hawaii, and they call it. I think they call it Choi's Giant or Choi's Monster. I think it is. Was an 1,800-pound blue marlin.
Dang.
And they caught that in like 1970s. I think it's so big. It's not even funny how big that thing was. I think it's just huge. But like like these 1,000-pound marlins, they eat 100-pound tunas like candy. They'll swallow a whole tuna.
Man, how long is that 1,000-pound fish? I'm trying to visualize.
Like over 17 feet long.
Dang.
Oh no, about over 15 feet long. I think about 15 feet long. I think is 1,000 pounder, somewhere on there. So
Jeez.
they're long, but their mouths they can swallow 100-pound tunas. My friend, them, they have videos of them. They had a 60-pound yellowfin tuna underneath the boat hiding. They're like, "Where's it hiding from?" And they went between his two motors and was hiding, and they gaffed it. Like, we got a tuna, and while they're seeing 1,000-pound marlin circling the boat looking for it.
Dang. Man, that's so insane, man.
Oh, it's crazy.
That is intense, man. I'm not gonna lie. That would be yeah, I gotta see some of that, man. That's pretty intense, dude. That'd be all right. We gotta make a trip, Kit. You gotta go with us. I gotta take the family. We gotta go see Nick, have a couple beers with him.
Oh, we gotta take guys fishing. Yeah, do it summertime though when the ice here. We gotta make it worthwhile. We go eye fishing.
So what are you fishing out when the winter's coming up now here, or at least I mean, are you just
mostly mahi right now? Mahi,
okay.
Marlins. The marlin price has been okay, so we've been fishing marlins. If I catch marlin, I don't really want to cut it up. I'd rather just sell it. So it's like $4 a pound right now. So catch a 200-pounder, $800. Not too bad.
We're in the wrong business, kid. I'm telling you, man. We gotta go Hawaii.
It's too how much is a house over there? Like a single family house in Iowa?
You can get a good, decent house for probably about 200.
You know, you can get over.
I know, I know.
You know what you can get Hawaii for 200,000?
A
like
shack,
you can get a studio,
a room, right? A room at best.
Like I'm a realtor over here, right? It's like an average price home here is like 900,000. That's like an average home. It's crazy.
I used to live in the Bay Area in Hayward, like San Francisco area. So I know
it's crazy. It's more worse over there.
Yeah, but that's why I'm here. There's no way I could raise 4 girls if I was in Northern California, bro. You know what I mean? That's just no way.
Yeah, there's no way.
That's why I kind of came back in a sense. But yeah, no, the cost of living there. I mean, it's like you just said, to live in paradise. It's just
it's ridiculous.
Yeah,
that's why everybody's moving away. Everybody's trying to get out of here. It's too expensive already.
Well, then again, like I said, with COVID, tourism kind of killed the.
Tourism killed the economy over here, murdered it.
It did.
Yeah,
that's why
tons of people lost their because everything over here is based on tourism. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So when you shut down the tourism, it's done. Yeah, it was nice though having the beaches back all to ourselves. That was awesome. Going to the beach, having no tourists on the whole beach. Oh my god, is awesome.
Then he got to the point where is everybody at?
Yeah. You go to Waikiki, you don't see one person on the beach. You're like, what the hell?
Right.
But the tourists are coming back now. The tourists are already coming back.
I think what you said when they got rid of the 14-day quarantine. I think that's when, because I mean, if I was going to take a vacation, if I was going to take my family, there's no way I was going to take it if I had a quarantine 14 days before I can even do anything. You know what I mean? So
you should go look at because you have 4 girls. You should go look at Aulani, Disney Hotel over here. They have a special right now. I literally booked 2 nights over there. They have a special right until the end of March, and we booked it all the way to the end of March for half price.
Like I said, man, I was looking to go next month. We'll see. I'm not the boss.
half price is really, really good for Aulani. It's super nice over there.
I have to see what the boss says because she's the one. She wants to go, but it's just like, and then all of a sudden she sees all the, all the numbers going up. She's like,
it's safer over here. It's way safer over here.
Oh, I know, but then you guys might get mad at us. Like, stay.
I don't know.
Home.
Some people are getting mad at the tourists, and some people are like, "Please come, please come. We need you for work."
I get you.
It's mixed. But then the people that are mad at the tourists for coming are the people that are mad 100% of the time for tourists being here. Like, they shouldn't be here. Like, all right, stop it.
Can't win them all, man. Can't win them all.
The angry locals. Yeah.
If there's a fish that you would want to catch in the mainland, what would it be? Okay, you see all these YouTube channels, you see all these people catching on the mainland. What is one that you're like, man, I want one of those, or I want to try and catch one of those? What would it be?
Freshwater would be like a pike. I think it's huge.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, I think it looks cool. A pike would be freshwater, and then I always wanted to catch like a saltwater. It'd be like because when I have one, is like a bluefin would be cool. Right, like a bluefin tuna because they get big. But then another one would be what are those big ones they have in Alaska? Those big flat ones.
Halibut.
Yeah. Yes.
Oh, I think
that thing looks cool.
I think you should go to if you get
California has it.
Yeah. Northern California area, like Hayward, because I tried it before. I went off the piers up there in NorCal. I didn't get any luck, but yeah, you can see. Heck,
yeah, they have
catch a halibut. Yeah, the flat one.
It tastes good sashimi style.
Yeah.
Sashimi
sushi. Dude,
it's good.
When you catch a good one, dude, it's hella money because you can.
Oh yeah.
people catch it up there off the pier because there's so in Northern California. So people are listening. If you go fish over there, if you're fishing off the pier, you don't need a license either in California. So as long as you're off a pier, if you're fishing in the ocean, whatever, you don't need a license over there too.
Oh yeah, they're super good eating. It's like crunchy meat too. It's really good. Yeah.
Hell of it.
Well, pike. Well, just a pike, just because it looks like it's like a shark. It's prehistoric. It's crazy looking.
Yeah.
You see videos on YouTube. They're eating ducks and stuff. Like that thing is
Yep.
a top tier predator right there.
Surprised you didn't say muskie because muskies are pretty similar to the pike.
They're like the pike,
similar, right?
but the next level.
Yeah.
But people don't eat muskie. It's like no. You do not keep a muskie.
Are the muskies the bigger one?
Yeah, muskie's the bigger one.
Yeah,
muskies a lot bigger.
Yeah, way bigger, and they're the like Fishing Kid said, they're the ones they're the trophy ones that you release.
Yeah,
and
like, you do not keep a muskie unless you want everybody to hate you.
Oh really?
Yes.
People hate if you keep that in.
Yeah, that's the one where you catch it, you kind of leave it in the water, and you bring it up, take a picture, put it right back into the water. It's pretty.
What is the thing you were talking about the other day? The white bass. What the hell is that?
Oh,
you know what a striper is, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like the freshwater equivalent of that. They're in the same family, the temperate bass family.
So they look very similar.
Yep, you got your yellow bass, white bass, and your striped bass. They're all in the same family. And the white bass is just like the freshwater equivalent, but they don't get as big as the stripers. Because stripers get we eat the white bass. Like,
I ate bass one time in Oregon. It tasted terrible, like regular bass, like mud water bass. Ugh.
Oh, you talking about largemouth bass, or you talking?
Yeah, largemouth bass. It tastes terrible.
Yeah.
One of my uncle's friends property in Oregon has like his own private lake thing. It was huge, right? I was like, yeah, go knock yourself off fishing. Like we're catching every cast we're catching one because it's a private lake, right?
Uh-huh.
We're catching big. I was like, can you eat them? He's like, yeah, go ahead. It's like, all right, we'll keep you 3 of them. Went back, we fried them up. Like, this tastes like shit. Nobody eats this stuff. It's terrible.
That's why it's a sport fish, man.
Oh my God, it's terrible.
I think your standards are a little bit higher too. I mean,
yeah.
If you're eating,
it's like mud.
People are gonna listen to this and watch it like, yeah, that's why you don't eat that fish. That's why it's a sport fish.
We're from Hawaii. We gotta try everything. That's
funny, but
like,
no,
bass fishermen are sensitive if you eat a bass.
Yeah.
Oh really?
Oh yeah.
They get
like the tournament anglers and the guys that that are strictly bass fishermen, they just consider it a sport fish. And man, it's a soft spot. Like in our Facebook groups, like whenever somebody posts up like a largemouth bass in the sink, there's all
people lose it.
Yeah, there's always somebody like, you're not supposed to keep that fish.
we just sit here and like, we just wait, just like eating popcorn. Just wait.
Grab the popcorn. Let's see the comments.
Well, that's exactly how it is in Hawaii with the fishing over here. If you go like in a Facebook, you into like the fishing page, and you post like 3 like papios, or it's like a jack, like a trevally or whatever. If you catch like a couple, then you post a picture. Just wait. People are like, why'd you have to kill 3? Why couldn't you just kill 1? What's going on here? Like one of my friends the other day posted a picture, get a cooler with like a dozen of them inside. I was like, you're an idiot. You're gonna get it. Legal size is 10 inches for these, okay? It's the most prized fish in Hawaii because that's all the trophy reef got. All the guys that go from shore, that's their trophy fish, right? Oluas, giant trevallies, right? He posted a picture. These things they're like 8 inches. They are so. I was like, dude, that's not even 10 inches. I can't believe he posted a picture. I was like, he's gonna get it on this one. Oh my God, the comments. Guys are just ripping him. And he was arguing back. I was like, even more worse. You're gonna get it more now.
Dude, those are the GTs, kid. That I was talking about that.
Yeah,
I never caught it. That's like a bucket list fish for me. I've never caught a GT, so that's why.
That's what we caught in the last video. Bottom fishing, the GTs.
Yeah. That's the big gray kind of shape. Yeah, kind of.
They fight they fight, bro.
Yeah. Oh yeah, they fight good. From the boat, they fight, but from shore, that's the real fight. Because they'll dig into the reef, they'll try to go on the shelves, they'll try and cut you off. That's the real sport. Yeah.
We gotta try that.
I've never caught one from shore before ever.
Is it
really?
Do they just don't come that shallow, or?
So on the Big Island, if you go Big Island, you can catch them any night of the week. As long as you have the right spot, because it's so much unlike fish areas. On Oahu, guys will fish for years and catch one if they're lucky.
Wow. Okay.
The real good guys will catch a couple a year, but there's guys that tries for years and don't catch.
So that's
Same
why
thing.
that's why they get mad, man. If you keep this.
Oh, oh yeah. So same thing with the tuna. Like we have a phrase over here, like the yellowfin on the boat.
Uh-huh.
In order for it to be considered an ahi, it has to be over 100 pounds. If it's under 100 pounds, we call it a shibi. It's like Japanese slang for under, like, so a smaller fish. So it has to be over 100 pounds for it to be an ahi, and we consider that the monkey. Guys are like, I didn't kill my monkey yet. Like, you got that monkey on your back. You didn't kill ahi yet this season. You got that monkey on your back. So if you kill it early in the year, like in May, you're king.
Okay.
But then you can kill them from January if you know how to target them. You just have to look for the porpoise spouse, the dolphin. The dolphin schools will follow the tuna because the tuna will chase up the bait fish. So that you'll hear guys talking about, like, I got the monkey on my back still yet. Like by like June, July, that monkey turns into a gorilla real fast.
Oh man, I love it, dude. That's so awesome, man. Holy cow, man. So much stuff we're learning, man. Man, hey, we gotta have Nick back again. I think we should have him back next summer. I want to see how he does.
Yeah, come back at summertime when the eyes rolling in.
We'll hit you up if you get some chance. You got any other questions for Nick, Kit, man? Because man, this is
if we're winding down, Nick, you just wanna talk about your social media. What else you got coming up? Like what's coming up for Nick in the next few months or so?
I guess like the main thing everybody's waiting for, I guess, is the new boat. I ordered a new boat. I ordered it 3 years ago, and it's just pretty much winding down. Like it's gonna be done like in the next 2 or 3 weeks or so. I'd say it's literally going to the engine shop next week to get engines on. It's gonna be 2 weeks to get engines on, then I can bring it back. And I'm actually gonna drive it back from the Big Island to Oahu, so which is about a 200-mile trip. Just because shipping's expensive. So I'm gonna do like a pretty long video coming back, stopping at Maui or so, and then coming back to Oahu. So once I get that boat in, I think a lot of people are waiting for that kind of content coming off that boat because it's my new boat. It's big enough where I can go pretty much anywhere. And then Instagram is pretty entertaining. I don't really have a filter. I'm like my own boss, so I don't have to worry about some company seeing what I post. So I have no filter. I post any kind of crazy stuff. But my Instagram, Morris_lures_Hawaii, it's pretty much just stupid stuff on there all the time. Pretty epic.
Yeah, is that the best way to get a hold of you? If like one of our
Instagram.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't really do the Facebook thing too much. I go on Facebook, but not really. It's more Instagram.
Sounds good.
Yeah, I'll probably put all that stuff in the notes and link all that stuff too.
Yep, we'll definitely put all the links in the notes and everything. And then, man, I'm so excited, dude. You got me hyped. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna have to. I'm not gonna lie. I might have to talk to my wife real quick. Like, you sure you don't want to go? I know, COVID's up and everything, but it's Hawaii. Huh?
It's not that bad. Not as bad as where you guys are. It's a lot safer over here.
True. I hear you. I hear you on that. So
it'd be worse for you guys if we came down there.
I honestly, I don't care. I'm not. Honestly, I think I had COVID. In the end of last year. Like I really think I had. When I first started showing up, I think I got it. I went to Vegas. I always go to Vegas in October, and I was there. And I came home 2 weeks later. I got sick, and that was like the worst cough and mucus I ever had. And the main thing was I couldn't taste nothing.
Ooh.
I was telling my wife we're eating sushi. I was like, I can't taste wasabi. She's like, no. I was like, I'm telling you. You see the ball? Look. I was like, I don't taste it. Like the whole wasabi. I was like, man. I don't taste it. Something's wrong.
People listening who don't know what wasabi is, it's like it's a hot. It's super spicy. It's a
pungent.
Weird, pungent. That's it. Pungent.
Oh
yeah. So
and I couldn't taste it at all. I was like, something's wrong. Something's definitely wrong.
Funny, but no, this is I had a blast. I hopefully we can get you back on here, Nick. You taught me and Kit, I think, a lot of stuff. Like my mind is blown amazingly in regards to saltwater fishing and just ocean fishing, and I'm excited, man. I can't wait to go back to Hawaii because I'm gonna text my uncle right now. I'm gonna let him know, dude, I can't wait to get there, and
I'm coming back.
Yep, coming back to go fishing. So but other than that, man, thank you so much for just joining us, man, giving us the knowledge. I know a lot of people they're gonna listen to this and watch this, they're gonna be like, man, this is awesome to have somebody that really does this day in day out in regards to fishing for ocean fishing and everything out there. And it's just like I said, man, mind's blown. I appreciate that, man. Love that you just gave us the opportunity just to come here, man. Appreciate it, man.
For sure. Thanks for having me. It was a blast.
Cool. Yeah, it was awesome. I feel like I know fishing, and then you talk about you're fishing over there, like I don't know a dang thing.
So I don't know anything about freshwater. I mean, it's the same difference.
All right, we gotta get you on the ice. We'll
ice
do that.
Fishing. That's something you gotta do at least once.
Once in your life, man. All right, thanks, Nick.
Sure. Thanks, guys. Bye.